I think obviously Cal done well the last few weeks, but like Jimbo went into the 9 last week and played really well for that half an hour. And Dale's waited patiently, for his chance to play in there, and I actually think he did very well today.
It's a frustrating day. What are your thoughts on the game as a whole?
Yeah, odd game all round. I thought for 50 minutes we were really good, and then like the sending off just had the complete opposite effect of what you would imagine when you're playing with an extra man. Like all the tempo kind of came out of the team. We got deep. We didn't retain the ball. And fair play to Peacehaven. They, put a lot of bodies into the final third and committed players, and we just didn't deal with it very well. And we've come off, and even after all of that, we still had 2 like unreal chances to win it and didn't take them. So that's why we're 4th, 5th, 6th, wherever we'll finish, and not in the top 2, because unfortunately we haven't scored enough goals.
The first half was very tight. How vital do you think that goal was to the game?
Yeah, good, and I think we deserved it. I think Peacehaven can have no arguments that come half time that we were 1 up, and we looked at all the things we'd asked the boys to do, and to a man they'd done it. And then like I say, after that kind of whatever their sending off was, it kind of just seemed to send it into reverse.
You've touched on the sending off. How disappointed are you with the lack of spark from the players following the dismissal?
Yeah, it's one of that. It's a weird one, because we had more time on the ball, we had more space to exploit, and we seemed to just absolve ourselves of any responsibility, unfortunately, of getting hold of the ball. But that said, in context, if you'd have said to me after the last time we played Peacehaven, after we just got humped 7-1 in the cup and then drawn 0-0, and I think we were 15th, that we'd be 4th with 4 to play and be bitterly disappointed we haven't beaten them here, then obviously I'd have snapped your hand off.
Brought on Cal Barlow to provide some aerial assistance. How do you think he did in the game?
Yeah, he did well. I think Cal will be disappointed he didn't take the chance at the end. But look, he's a good player. What we've been fortunate with, we've got a bit of variation in there, and yeah, he put himself about. But yeah, like I say, I think everyone's just disappointed we couldn't get it over the line.
Peacehaven scored, and as you said, we did sort of have it coming, but the goal was controversial. What were your thoughts on it?
Oh yeah, I actually don't think it was, to be fair. I think the linesman put his flag up for a high boot on the forward, but I think it was like a bouncing ball, and they both went for it. He won it, we stopped, and he scored. Nothing in it for me, really.
Finally, it's Derby Day on Monday. What needs to change in the next 2 days?
From the first hour, nothing at all. We've just said at the end there, look, the best possible recipe after a disappointing half or a disappointing result is to have a game in 48 hours time. So we'll be ready to rock and roll, and I think we've just got to turn up and ensure that, as I said in doing this last week, we play for 2 sets of 45 minutes and not 1, and if we do, we'll be fine, and if we don't, it's going to be a tough morning.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.